they're up top now. There they are.
Our nation's bird could be in danger right here in Southwest Florida. This drone video shows a bald eagle's nest in the middle of a cell phone tower. It's in the northeast Cape Coral part of the city off Andalusia Boulevard and Kismet Parkway.
Tonight, NBC2's Gage Goulding is investigating whether being that close to all that cell phone technology could hurt the birds in the long run. Gage?
Yeah, in recent years, cell phone towers have become an increasingly more popular place for these birds to build their nest. Actually, across the entire Florida peninsula, there are roughly 100 bald eagles' nests in cell phone towers. Now, let's do a little bit of math here late at night. We have less trees and more towers. It all adds up, right? It makes sense why they're living in these towers and making them their home. But now the race is on to figure out if a cell phone tower like this could lead to long-term problems for these birds.
A little hobby of mine now that I have.
Our pilot for this story is Alex Baker, attorney by day and drone hobbyist, well, any other time.
It's fun to fly around because you never know what you might find, things like this, for example.
In his time in the sky above northeast Cape Coral, he spotted this eagle's nest.
It's pretty neat.
Nestled atop this cell phone tower, standing in the middle of an industrial park, a sight he's certainly never seen before.
Just by luck, I happened to just stumble upon this.
Albeit a beautiful, patriotic scene, it makes you wonder, are these eagles and the eggs they're preparing to hatch safe up here?
We don't actually know.
Meet biology professor at Florida Gulf Coast University, Billy Gunnels. He has the same questions we do.
We are actively looking at where the birds are doing this, why they might be doing this, is it having an effect?
He launched a study back in 2013. For 4 years, he tracked eagles nesting in cell towers all over Florida before returning again in 2020.
In 1999, there was one known nest. By 2017, nearly 100. When we went back, over 80% of the nests were still being used. 100
nesting mates calling their home the tippy top of a T-Mobile or AT&T tower. And the reality is, they don't know the potential harm. We still don't either.
It certainly could be harmful. We honestly just don't know.
To Billy and his team, as well as Alex, this nest is a new one, just like this eagle.
She's keeping her eyes on me.
They're both going to be keeping a close eye on them.
Well, you might be wondering, how do we just simply not know the answer to this question? I want to do some late-night critical thinking, just like we did some late-night edition. Cell phones, the need for towers. This is all a new thing, really. This all started booming in the 1990s. So there were trees before, now there's towers. That's where they want to go. The good news is that all research up until this point for humans says that all of the radio frequencies coming out of those towers, coming out of devices just like this, it's not harmful. Fingers crossed, Peter, Kyla. It's the same for our nation's mascot, if you will. I'm reporting live and local in Cape Coral. Gage Goulding, NBC2.